Located near North Bend, Washington, it is a two-way, out-and-back, multi-use, adventure-feeling blue flow tech trail. That was a lot of adjectives, so let's break it down. First thing you're going to want to do is pull up Trail Forks and type in Olallie Trail. Make sure you choose Washington since there is an Olallie in Oregon. Select this parking lot location and your GPS should take you there no problem. There's bathrooms at the parking lot. They're smelly but quite functional.
And then I think we head up here.
Don't do what I did and bike down this road. Instead, go through this parking lot connector until the Palouse Trail. Cruise down this for a ways until the start of Olallie, which is on your right.
All right, here's the kiosk. Olallie, all right. This is where it officially begins.
All right, let's talk about the climb. Olallie is 8.9 miles long. During the ascent, you will climb 3,043 feet and descend 952 feet. Since it is a two-way out and back trail, the inverse is true when you head back down. You will descend 3,043 feet and climb another 952 feet. I want to harp on this two-way out and back vibe for a hot second.
So out and back, we're going to be coming down this. So again, just want to be cautious of the two-way traffic.
I consider two-way out and back trails to be a fine contradiction. Beautiful and horrible. Alright, horrible is a bit strong, so let's just say mildly inconvenient. The beautiful thing about Olallie being an out and back trail is you can ride up till you get tired, then turn right back around. There's no pressure to summit anything. Got an hour after work before you have to pick the kids up, ride for 45 minutes, then turn around. Want to train for your next XC or Enduro race? Ride till you can't pedal anymore, then turn around. Don't feel like getting lost? Well, bike up, then, you guessed it, turn around. The second beautiful thing about it is you know what you're getting into. You see everything. Well, almost everything. You see everything you're going to be descending. You won't be shocked or feel like you need a pre-ride, re-ride, free ride because you already checked off the pre-ride on the climb. The last beautiful thing about Olallie being an out and back trail is the best part of the descent is the last 1,000 feet or the first 1,000 feet of climbing.
But you can see how, like, even before we even go down it, it's so flowy.
The mildly inconvenient part is that out and back trails are two-way. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of two-way trails because of the safety risk. Very early on in my biking career, I was climbing a two-way trail and someone came flying down a blind corner. We ended up colliding. Thankfully, we were both okay, but mentally it's hard for me to get into a rhythm while descending.
All right, I think we're approaching the first real lookout.
There are a few amazing lookouts and spots to rest which help break up the trail.
Okay, this is it, the first big lookout. I'll tell you the elevation. Whoa. Look at that view.
The first rest stop is 4.5 miles in and 1,244 feet up.
All right, here's like the next, it's not as much of a lookout, but it's kind of a resting spot.
The second rest stop is 5.56 miles in and 1,717 feet up.
All right, I think from this lookout, we actually have a little downhill. Make sure we're just looking ahead since again it is a two-way trail. Slowing down on some of these blind corners. Yeah, so if you're climbing up this, it might be a good idea at that second lookout to gear up a little bit. Ooh, I'm gonna fix that stick. You're coming around the corner and it's like, it's gonna poke someone's eye out. You come around the corner and you're like looking right at it. Get that down there. If you're out riding, definitely look after your fellow riders. You know, safety is always the most important. Okay, we're approaching the lookout. This is as far as I've been. The one and only time I've done this trail before. This was as far as I got. Wow.
This rest stop is 6.72 miles and 2,110 feet up. To be quite honest, this is where I'd recommend most people to turn around, which is what I did the first time since I was on my analog bike.
This is as far as I've ever made it, right here. We'll go up right around that switchback and then get a new record.
However, this time around I was on the Tim Peak, which meant I kept pedaling up.
This This next climb looks pretty brutal though.
The rest of the climb consisted of very loose rock, a plethora of baby heads, and snow.
Just don't really want to touch the brakes, to be honest. Oh, slick. We got another lookout. We'll go. We're hitting all the views. All the views today. It's a trail spotlight. Ooh, look at this view. Oh, Sheba.
After a pretty short and brutal climb, you arrive at the next lookout. It's a great one, but not that much different than the last, so I honestly don't think it's worth the extra pedal.
Cool. All right. Had some snow. Definitely some snow up in this area. I literally just left that lookout area, and I just think this view is like so sick.
Regarding what I said earlier about turning around,
I'm not even looking at the trail. I'm like looking at the view. This is another thing that I just love about mountain biking is there's different disciplines, and like I typically like the gravity oriented downhill enduro style riding. There's something to be said about like this, like alpine adventuring. Snow is thick, but I still see like somebody's tracks before me. So I'm gonna keep going until I don't see them. Whoa. Frozen lake. We need a rock. Maybe this one. Okay, you ready? Oh. What about like this? Ah. Got it. Ugh. I should really turn the camera off to make sure we get the full going down.
Now, if you've thought to yourself, Corbin, my man, it's been over 7 minutes and you are still climbing. Yep, I am. You don't do Olallie strictly for the downhill. There are plenty of other trails really close by that are just better at downhill. You want flow? Go to Poppin' Tops. It's like 3 exits away. You want tech? Predator is another 2 exits away. But alas, due to the snow, this was as far as I can make it.
Pretty close to the top. It looks like we just go around this bend and then we're there.
All right, we've reached the final climb check-in. It took me 1 hour and 32 minutes. I went 8.93 miles and climbed 2,936 feet. This was in late February, so I'll have to go back during the summer to make it to the summit. Trailforks does show that there's a little lake at the end, which I definitely want to check out. My final thoughts are this. I liked the views. The first part was smooth during the switchbacks, but after that third rest stop, it definitely became a grind to navigate the snow, baby heads, and steepness.
So I'm going to try and take as little breaks as possible because we're not going to totally rip it, but I do want to do almost a full top to bottom.
Okay, so the Olallie downhill. Let me reiterate a few things. You do not ride this trail for the rip and good downhill. If you wanted to do that, there are other stuff close by. This section, like the stop section, was pretty brutal with snow and loose rocks the size of baby heads. That's what I mean when I say baby heads. Don't ask me who came up with that term. There is an optional single black line with a good amount of exposure. We won't encounter this section until much later, but it was my favorite since, again, I like gravity-focused mountain biking. All of the switchbacks at the end became so monotonous. The pattern was to speed up, to slow down, speed back up, slow back down. But I was practicing some skills, so, they were valuable. This is still a two-way trail, so I had to be very cautious of people climbing up since they do have the right of way. It's also open to hikers, which I don't think I mentioned yet. Riding down did give me a new experience of the views, which was still cool, and this forest is actually so sick. It was just a very pretty forest. That's all I'm going to say about the downhill aspect, but don't leave yet because this single black line was actually a riot of a time. Let me paint the picture. It was windy, there's some decent exposure, it was slick, plethora of wet roots. It was a riot.
Again, name of the game, look at the rocks. Avoid the rocks, no braking on snow. Name of the game in the top part. I think the bottom part, the name of the game is going to be watch out for people. Okay, come on. Just keep going. Oh no. Go. Okay, we did it. I think I made a good decision in turning around when I did, because I would have dealt with going up in snow Oh, we get a new perspective on the views. That's cool. Dang, that one's sick. Okay, now these side trees are just slapping my legs. And I'm wearing shorts because it's like 50. Okay, I can't look at the views because I gotta look at these baby heads. You can though. Like, that's a big rock in the middle of the trail. Ooh. Yeah, what's your favorite discipline though? Let me know. Is it just like shredding the local trails on your like trail bike, your hardtail? You an e-bike rider and like to get out and adventure? I don't know. You oh my gosh, hold on. Holy smokes. Little break, you've got to slow down. That was low-key terrifying. On the camera you're probably like, that looked like nothing. Yeah, it was slick, brother. Oh, these branches on the side. Let's get low. Oh, my eyes are watering. Hard to see. Blink away the tears. Ah, I'm going too fast. Oh, pelted. Oh, look at this. Maybe we can endo turn. Oh, come on, Corbin. You've been practicing those, brother. Another tight switchback. Yeah, this top part is like easily the hardest bit of all of Olallie. It's just loose. So many baby heads. Like, you got to be kind of on point. Okay, another attempt. Here we go. You ready? Oh, come on, Corbin. This is a poor performance. You got to show the viewers that you've actually gotten a little bit better at endo turns. Not much, just a little bit. A little bit of improvement is improvement, yeah? Okay, this one, nah, we don't need it. We can just lean the bike. Oh, God, branches, hello? Just lean it.
Again, this viewpoint is where I would suggest starting the downhill. I personally don't think you really need to go any farther than this unless it's, you know, part of the adventure bucket list. Check off the item that you've done all of Olallie. Otherwise, I would suggest starting the downhill from here. So for that sake, let's transition to the first time I did this trail on the analog bike with the squad.
Oh, I'm in uphill gear. I tried to pedal and... Okay. Oh, let the brakes dry out. Oh, I can't see any of the rocks. Yeah, the leaves aren't as slick as I thought, but my hands are just like numb. Try and catch up now that I wiped the camera off. Oh, my hands though are so numb. Whoa!
Moderate weather conditions.
Moderate weather conditions. Oh my gosh. Oh, nice save. That was great.
That was so sketchy.
That was so good. All these tight switchbacks. Cool. Another lookout. Oh. Oh. No dab? Nice. That was pretty hard in sections because the roots are so wet and some of the trees are really tight. I feel like the wind is blowing me. That's cool. Oh, I'm in the really wrong gear. Make it. Nice. Okay. Whoa. Nice. Oh, pedal. Come on, Corbin. Nice. Nice.
So that was all of the single black option. It was my favorite part of the downhill. Again, I like the gravity focused stuff and the technical bit, so that was super fun, but you definitely do not have to take it. Bypassing that just means a bunch more switchbacks and everything, so if you're not at the level where you feel you can ride that section, have no fear, Olallie has got you.
He's slipping and sliding everywhere. Isaiah like got to here and his back tire just like right here, you can see it, and then he like whoop. Whoa. Whoa. That got real slick. Oh, look at that. We have a. Oh.
That's pretty much all of Olallie. The rest of the trail is what you've been seeing. Nice, easy flow into a switchback. So who's this trail for? Well, I think anyone on almost any bike. You got a hardtail, enduro, trail, cross country, e-bike, I'd even say some gravel bikes could do it, but don't quote me. If you're looking for a trail to take your friend who's new to the sport, then Olallie is it. If you're someone who wants cardio but doesn't know how much time they have, maybe you like a pretty forest, or you want a big adventure day and aim for the summit, maybe just a chill bike ride. Olallie has got you covered. Thanks for tuning into this trail spotlight. Let me know if there are other trails that you'd like to see kind of a more in-depth review on. And as always, don't forget the most important trail of the day is the next one, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.
Woohoo! You! Oh!